Hello guys, welcome to my tutorial blog. Today I'm back with another lecture. Before we begin with the topic, I just want to say a few words to all the viewers and subscribers. First of all, a very big thank you, and secondly, you have given a very valuable feedback, and the feedback was I think there was lots of concern with respect to sound. The sound quality was rather very less. So today, I try to improve the sound. I've got a headset too, so let's see what. And then some were complaining about the quality of this screen. So today I'm focusing the camera this nearer to me. So let's see how it is. So I hope there won't be much problem today. So now I'm gonna start. So the topic which we will be discussing today is labor welfare. All right. So you can find out the list of all those. So we'll be speaking first about labor welfare, and then evolution, then welfare measures, objectives, theories of labor welfare, and principles of labor welfare, and ILO. Last time also I guess I told about the ILO, but I didn't do again. Today also it will be in the third, right? That means after this. So first of all, I thought it would be better to explain all this thing then going back to ILO. Otherwise it will be in the middle of nowhere. So let's begin. Now, what is welfare? As defined by Aswat Thapa, 2003, welfare means faring and doing well. It is a comprehensive term and refers to, it's a comprehensive means it's a very group of big things, okay? So it contains what? The physical, mental, moral and emotional well-being. Together it is taken, right? It's comprehensive. So, well-being of an individual, right? We already know what's welfare. It covers not only the worker but also their family. So what it says, when we say labor welfare, we just can't see an individual. That is, I'm a worker, doing good to me or doing faring well. That's not modern. I have to say my family, my society, doing as a group, right? So it covers not only the worker but also their family. My family may be my son, my daughter, my wife, right? Now, evolution of concept of labor welfare. So from the book which I am referring, I found out there are three phases, right? Phase 1 is 1850 to 1900, and phase 2 is 1900 to 1947, that is during the independence period, and one is phase 3, that is after independence, that is 1947 onwards, and one is before pre-independence, right? So these phases, you can relate these two with trade union. When you will go to trade union chapter, I will be taking, then we can find out phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. But we will be speaking more about the trade unions, how it emerged, when the trade union movement started, all this. But as of now, we will, of course it's related, but then I'll be only dealing with labor welfare. Right. So phase 1, it's 1850 to 1900. So during first before independence, if you know, of course we won't be knowing, but then when we refer back to the books, we get lots of things labors were very much exploited. This is a labor. What they do? They were being exploited. Yes or no? That means what? Work more. Pay less. They were working more, but then they were paid less. Working conditions were very bad. Nothing was hygienic. It might be, or else no security, social security benefits, and people were being exploited. They were treated more rather like a commodity. So what does commodity concept tells? It talks people are being workers are being treated as commodity. It is goods and goods. So what they do? like when there are number of, like when there are bulk of goods, like let's say in normal market, when there is numerous lots of goods, but the price automatically comes down, right? And when there is scarce, price rise up. So labor was like that, and there were lots of exploitation. So during that time, like government started like bringing some like awareness thing, and during that time, what started? First, factory commission. It's very important with respect to like exam point of view. Like when was the first factory commission appointed? It will be 1879, and then enactment of Factories Act came 1881. Then okay, so these were like they started bringing some betterment for the like worker. But during this time, like to be eligible for this Factory Act, I guess there needs to be minimum 100 workers, 100 workmen. But with respect to now, with power it's 10 and without this 20, right? So these were like at that time. Just imagine 100. Otherwise, like if you say you employ around 50, then this one do not apply. So these are phase 1. I guess all of that clear. Then with respect to phase 2. It's from 1900 to 1947. During that time, like this one was more like amended, and another one like I guess it's 1911 Factories Act is there. So they try to like put more of welfare measures, safety measures. Okay, and then during this time, the one important thing came out that is known as ILO, and today we will be speaking about ILO too. So ILO was formed in when 1919. Then came the Royal Commission on Labour. I guess I have talked a bit about it, but this Royal Commission on Labour and Labour Investigation Committee, these two are very important. And this Royal Commission is known as sometime Whitley. And it is like this. It was formed in when? Royal Commission. Royal Commission was formed in, I guess, 1929, and it submitted its report in 1931. Same case, Labour Investigation Committee, this known as RIGI. It was formed in 1944, submitted its report in 1946. So these were like National Commission on Labour, which we have spoken. I have talked last time about they submitted report on those, right? So with respect to exam point of view, these two are very important, right? And during this time, see, even Workmen Compensation Act 1923 started. Yes or no? See, whatever acts were there, like before 1947, it all came within this time. Just try to know that. So Workmen Compensation Act, you know, what are they? They give benefits like when workers due to accident they die, or like injuries, disablement, all this they get benefits they get, right? So this one was also major like implementation, and try to read more on Royal Commission on Labour and Labour Investigation Committee. With respect to like last time I told, first National Labour Commission and second National Labour Commission. So these things are very important with respect to exam point of view, right? Now the third phase. Third phase was what? Now see, after the independence, now even the workers are more knowledgeable, and there will also industrialization. Yes or no? Then employers also started to do from their own will, like let's do something good. And then government tried to now more like labor laws were implemented. For example, like let's say Factories Act 1948, ESIT Act, Mines Act, there are many more, ESIC, EPF, all those. And this Workmen Compensation Act 1923. Before it was Workmen, but now I think with respect it was amended in 2010. It's now employee compensation act, because workmen like in order to remove this workmen, like it's like gender bias, right? So they tried to mention everywhere employee where there was workman. So keep in mind, when was it amended, or when was the name Workmen Compensation Act was changed? It was in 2010. I guess like just verify what I said once. I tend to forget actually, but I mostly remember as 2010. Alright. So phase 3, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. I hope everyone is clear. Now going back to next. Yeah. What are the types of labor measures? See, you can see in the board is very clear. There are statutory, non-statutory, extramural, and intramural. Right. And I have also explained what are they. See, statutory means what? Enforceable by law. Non-statutory means not enforceable by law. Extramural means outside the factory. Like let's say this is a factory, there are machines. Yes. So it is a like let's say here you have something. What are the things you get? Playground, housing. So all these things falls upon extramural. And what is inside? Like what are the things you get? Canteens, sitting arrangement. Yes or no? You get a place to sit inside, and then drinking waters. All those which are inside the factory, they fall under intramural. Alright. Now, coming back to statutory and non-statutory. Okay, fine. I'll be discussing about statutory way and non-statutory. What it implies actually, like it's with respect to like employers own. Like let's say I'm an employer of a factory. Alright. So like there are many things like say drinking water, housing facility with respect to factory side is not like compulsory, but then crutches and then welfare officer, all those are falls under enforceable by law. Yeah, yes or no? With respect to law only, it is written like it should be this given, it should be there. So all this falls under by law. Wherever like with law like it is given that you should have, it comes under law. But employer on will in essence like non-statutory maybe like what some subsidized goods I want to give to my workmen. Like let me give them in discount, or else some health benefits like insurance and many more on my own will. Like let's say education, all those, or counseling. It's not mentioned no, that you have to provide counseling, but I like thinking for my own workmen. Let me say like hey, let me try to give them training and improve them. So it will fall under employer's own will, my own will. No one is like coming and say hey you have to do this. Doesn't know. But here there is someone on top and watching you. You're doing on. So all those falls under where statutory. By virtue of statute or this. Alright. Now extra intra. In short, like outside, inside. Whatever is inside, intra, whatever is outside, extra. All of you are clear? So next, going back. Now see, statutory may be of two types. I guess it's coming in my laptop, but since I have like zoomed the screen, many were complaining like I could not say properly, so bear with it. It's like two types statutory. Two types. Right. So what are they? Measures to be provided. Statutory means what? They have to provide. Yes or no? They have to. Irrespective of my will. I may not want to provide, but I have to. The act says, the law says you have to. So what are the measures to be provided irrespective of size of the organization? See, size of the organization. This is important one. And provided subject with respect to specified number of workmen. With respect to specified number of workmen. That means what? That means what? That means what? So we can like determine with respect to size. What it says? Must be provided irrespective. That means what? No matter how many employees you have. You may have 10, 20, 30. If you follow any act, or let's say factory act you are following, like here you are following. No matter whether you have like 20, 30, 40, you have to provide some measures. And what are they? For example, like washing facilities, yes or no? Latrines. अरे latrines तो जरूरत है ना? You need it ना? Yes or no? These are like must. Drinking water. Can we say like only if we have 250 employees then drinking water should be provided? Then the workers will die. Yes or no? It's very logical. See latrines, drinking water, washing and storing clothes. Yes or no? Is it mentioned that 1000 employees will get storing clothes? Yeah, latrines, yeah, drinking water. No. So this irrespective of any number of like workmen employees. They do not mention like you have to have this specific number, then only you have to provide. But you have to provide no matter how many numbers you have. Alright. Subject to minimum, like, let's say for factories, at least you have to have 10. All those are different case. Right. Now, second, provided subject to specific number of workmen. That means what? Ambulance, 500 or more. See, it is specified. Yes or no? 500 or more. 500 or more. Yes or no? Yes or no? And second, crutches, 30 women employees. And mine is 30 women employees. They didn't say 30 married women. Sometimes they ask 30 married women. Sometimes they are 30 ladies. So try to see. You may think my mind, oh, woman, like, it comes in our mind like, acha, woman, married woman, yes, it should be married. Then only child will be there. No, it's not there. Try to know that it's not this. 30 plus 30 or more. Married, not married, sorry, see, I'm making mistake. Woman, 30 or more. Alright. So these things, like, there are many more. Try to read on your own. But just for your understanding purpose, some specified number of like employees are mentioned. 300 safety officer, 1000 you should have them. Safety officer you can appoint. Yes or no? Or cool drinking water. That is different way. So now again, this is statutory and non-statutory we have finished. Yes or no? And we also talked about intramural and extramural. Though I have explained, let me just tell you again. Intramural will come under within the factory. What are they? Suppose, imagine, let's say, just imagine in a manufactory, what comes in a mind? Workers working here and there. But then there should be a canteen, right? There should be a drinking water. Inside, we cannot go 10 kilometers away and say, I want water. There should be provision. There should be some latrines or whatever. Yes or no? Within, you should keep in mind. Then extramural means what? Housing. You will stay attached in the factory itself, and no, your family will be staying. Of course, it might be like one boundary, but a bit away from factory. Yes or no? There should be transport. All outside. Playground will play inside the factory. No, it's outside. Are you getting? Just like everything is like sometimes logical. So that's it. I hope everyone is clear. Now, our next topic is it's objectives. I don't know why this, because I guess I zoomed so much, so it's not coming. So objective. Why labor welfare? What is the necessity? Yes or no? Logical. Improving what? Working condition. It is also one part of like, why do you improve working condition? Obviously we have to talk about this. Increase the productivity and efficiency of the worker. Second, employee morale will be increased. Yes or no? When I am like working a good, my mental state, everything, my morality, my loyalty to the company will improve automatically. These are all improve standard of living. When the standard of living is increased, obviously he is like employee morale will increase. Yes or no? Then there will be what? Industrial peace. Yes or no? Absenteeism will be less. Yes or no? Turnover will be less. Sorry. Turnover. Absenteeism. This will automatically decrease because worker will be more morale. Yes or no? So this is done. And if you want to try more or like wanted to know more, you can go to the internet. Obviously, no one can stop you either. So yeah, I hope it's clear. Industrial peace. Now going back to theories of labor welfare. Theories, what it tried to say, theories. Try to explain how and why. So basically I'll go in brief order the theories and then we'll come to principles, then we'll shift to L. Alright? So First, police theory, philanthropic, paternalistic, placating, public relation, functional, religious. So these are the some different types of theory. Okay. Now there might be a question like, who gave the principles of labor welfare? It's a book written by one M.B. Murthy. Just try to like see the name. So we'll be speaking one by one about this. I'll be explaining. Now, see, this first one is police theory. Yes. Actually, I'm very sorry because I have zoomed so much that the upper portion is out of the box. It's not, you won't be able to. So I'm writing it down here for you. Keep in mind. So what is, okay, before I go to police theory, let me explain what does they do? Police what do? They like look after who is going by law or not, they are following or not. Yes or not, their duty is what? Looking after. If someone is not following, they will go and hey, why you are not doing? You should maintaining on law and order, peace. Yes or no? Something logical. This police theory suggests that workers what they do. When we human beings are very selfish. Okay, this theory they try to say is that human beings are very selfish. They only think for themselves, no matter what. Yes or no, it's very true. Even me, even you, like I. When do you say you or we? It's very less. We only say like I. If you go there, I. But when blame comes, we say you. So, but then I'm going a bit out of the boundary. Like I'm coming back. So workers, we treat employers like treat them very badly. Like we spoke even in the first pages. So like they try to exploit. They make them work, pay less. They don't even follow any norms with respect to wages. Like they pay not even the minimum wages. Beyond that, and they just treat them brutally. They exploit them like hell. How they give chance anything. So like workers, what they can do? They can do nothing, right? They might be exploited. So here the main hero comes to play to save them in the role of police. Are you getting me? Government to take role of policeman and enforce measures and say, hey industry, what are you doing? Are you not following? Why? Do follow or else you will be punished. Penalty, imprisonment. I hope it's clear. You can go and read in the net too, no problem, but then just for just remember the policeman. What they do. Basically government behaves like he go and watches. You are exploiting. So that's it. Philanthropic. The main thing philanthropic means love for mankind. That is what employer they feel like it's my duty. Like not only employer, let's say like wealthy, like see lots of donation. Like let's say in recent cases there have been lots of like floods everywhere. So what they do? People donate. It's what love for humanity. Yes or no? You love for humanity. You have love for humanity. So you are helping someone in need. So philanthropic act there is no. So philanthropy basically it's try to know the meaning of those topics, whatever it is. Try to that the heading itself means they just explain the heading in a different way. So if you are aware of what a philanthropic meaning is, love for mankind, you automatically come in and mind, okay, who don't have love for mankind? I have. Yeah, of course I have told you that human beings are selfish, yet they have love for mankind. Obviously, that's our nature. Okay. So it's a duty of like wealthy people or privileged one, like to help those who are in need. For example, like let's say a poor guy is there who is not having anything. So we just sometimes go and give blanket or shoes, anything. It's like we give for donation. So it's a philanthropy. So same thing with respect to labor welfare. Alright? Same thing is gone. Now come back to paternalistic theory or trusteeship theory. This theory is known as trusteeship theory or paternalistic. So what does it say? Paternalistic means what? Parents, or let's say father, mother, or let's say father, what they do? They believe that, oh, my son is young, They don't know anything, they can't say. So from our birth till today, Arey beta, Arey baba, what you are doing, it's wrong, you should do this, that, blah, blah. Even we get bored sometimes, and sometimes it's very good advice. Huh? So now we tend to regret, and I often do that. So paternalistic approach, being a parent. Child. Child is laborer and paternal is employer. See, try to look. Parents means employer and child is worker. So parents they feel that their child knows nothing. So parents will choose, like, it's my duty to give my child right to education. Yes or no? What khana, what food we eat, what dress we eat. Why parents are deciding? All the decisions are being taken by parents. Yes or no? Until like we till some age. That is different case. So same case here. Employer think the laborer is not being able to look after them because the laborers are what? They are not educated. They do not know what is right and wrong. So it's our duty to provide them some. We are like parents. This company as a whole, so they are our children. They work under us. So it is our duty to provide them basic necessities. Yes or no? Education, training, everything. So the second point is, and it's employer who knows what is good for workman. Like our parents know what is good for child. Done. See, it's very simple. Taking it simple. The thing is simple, but don't take it simple. But it's very easy, right? Yes or no? Now. Placating theory. Appeasement pays when a labor is organized and is militant here. They say labor are like militant in nature. Now laborers are very much educated laborers. They know you are exploiting us. Before they exploited, here it says laborers are aware now. You are exploiting us. So what are the basic needs? You were supposed to provide this. Where they start demanding. And this theory says that it's employer now get to make them like industrial peace or less settlement or the dispute to be less, industrial peace. What they try to like fulfill. Okay, fine. You need what? Water. Okay, fine. These are the things. I'm just giving an example of water. It's not necessarily the water system. Anything. Various things in working on some pay hike, increase of wages. There is. So they try to okay, fine, take it, but cool down, please. Please, no quarrel, no fighting. You got my point. So placating theory says there. Demanding on satisfying or meeting demands of the agitated workers. Workers are being, hey, I want to be employees. Okay, fine. They try to know. It's ulta, right? Second is fifth is public relation. Public relations mean what? Relationship with the public or society image to create a goodwill and generate a good image. Goodwill means good name of a company, reputation. When someone go out, let's say, take an example of ONGC. Yes, ONGC is wow, it's very good. It provides lots of facility. Or this, that. We get, if you work for 7 days, and then we get next 7 days off. Wow, public like just magnificent poster in ONGC. How your life? Oh my God, couldn't believe, right? It's like it generated a good image on the minds of worker and society too. Yes. So we feel like workers will have pride in working. I being an employee of such a like renowned, let's say, in a good company like you are getting a chance, you will be like pride within you. Know, yes, I'm working, man. I'm in a company where it's a good will and good image. Yes or no? So this theory talks about this, where lots of good facilities, working conditions improve, things are provided. Okay. Now going back to the functional theory. Here, what does it say? Functional theory, like they believe that in order to make the workmen more efficient and productive, various facilities and benefits are to be provided. Yes or no? And it links this efficiency with labor welfare. Providing those will make them efficient. This is already productive. We have spoken. I have talked about it, so I will not explain. If you wish to, you may go to. Okay, time constraint. Now again, religious theory. What does religious theory? we believe man is a religious human being. Yes or no? I pray to God, we pray to God, everybody. We are very religious. And when we see, let's say it's not good to say, but still some people with like not what physically, differently able people. So we say, thank God we are not. Yes or no? It's not, but I'm just bringing an example. So what it says, it considers like investment and atonement for welfare of worker. So they believe like if I do good today for worker, one day I will get good in return. And they believe like all those like disablement and all those bad things which happen to human being, it's because of sins being like it's because of the like punishment, because of the sins which we created. So human beings are very religious in this case. They believe like no, we have to do good for people, then only like good things will happen. Otherwise God will punish us. And also atonement. Too much profit has been done by exploiting them. No, I have to give them something in return. Otherwise God will not forgive me. Getting my point? Yes or no? Sometimes let's say we cheat somebody and we will not feel good again. So it's like atonement and investment. And here it believes that sharing of profit. Like let's say company they give you early bonus. Why? The same, but it's not the case. So usually talks about it. We should like share, like in times of working we have shared together and work. So in times of earning, let's share also. And also it says that God will not forgive too much self-centered people. Okay, now we are very much clear with respect to theories. So there are 7 types of theories. I have it's done. And now going back to his principles of wages. Principles of labor welfare. Okay, what are the types of principles? First principle of adequacy of wages. What it says that labor welfare cannot be treated as a substitute of wages. Labor welfare and wages. See, now let's say a company A is providing less wage. Company A is providing, okay, handwriting is very dangerous. Less wage they are giving. Salary, money, wages come there. Why? Because I provide them better condition. Working environment is good. They can't do that, and they need to be paid low. See this. You can never replace labor welfare, or it cannot be made as a substitute of wages. It is the right rather. Wages are wages, fine, but labor welfare you must provide. It cannot be substituted with, like compensated with respect to wages, and it's beyond the dispute. Yes or no? Understood? So it's clear. Again, principle of adequacy of wages, and say again we'll go to principle of social responsibility. See, more or like it is very much similar. Sometimes exams point of questions will be very like difficult. For example, I'll give you some. They'll give you like welfare is not the substitute of wages. Okay, question here 1, and means obligation of industry 2, and right side you will be like principles of wages, principle match the following. So try to know like some theme. There used to be theme. I forgot to say this. So for example, in principle of education of wages, to know like what it means. So welfare are not a substitute for wages. Theme it is. So you might be asked to match the following and it will give. And sometimes they will say pick out the odd one. They will not say from where also. They will give principle of education wages, or like this line they will give. Labor wage is not a substitute. This one they will give. This one, and one we will give from theory says we are going. So try to like study in a different way. Like it's not about by heart, but you need to, I understand, but then make a questions to your mind at the end of your studies. Then you will realize like, oh, what I have learned. Otherwise, what happens? Even I can finish one book in a day. Who doesn't? Everybody. Mostly the engineering student, they finish one book as well in a day. Yes or no? At one night actually, then while going back to the exam, and we feel like I wish I know the first line, then I will write directly. Then we don't even know sometimes the first line. So what's the point? So make a question. Study slow, no problem, but try to remember for a longer time, at least till December 2018. Right. So social responsibility, it says that it's the obligation of the industry to pursue this policy. Remember this. It's the duty of industry to provide such type of things. Yes or no? Social responsibility. Whose? Employer. Now, principle of efficiency. See, again, efficiency we are speaking here. So it's what? To cultivate efficiency. Even those who deny, like those who deny that social welfare is not necessary, they also believe that to be a bit efficient, we need to provide education and training, housing and life. Okay? These three are very important. So this is also done. I will be going a bit fast, sorry. Now, principle of repersonalization. It is a human development. Is to test the main objective, try to know the theme. Labor welfare, for example, like what are the repersonalization, what are the extramural, intramural facilities are being provided. Yes or not, training or counseling, all those it falls. Okay. Now, principle of totality of welfare. It says that welfare, labor welfare must penetrate throughout the organization, and it should be accepted in all levels, from middle, higher, lower. Everyone should be accepting this, and everybody should try to work for this. Okay. Now, principle of cooperation or coordination or integration. Yes. Here, see, it should be coordinated approach for the successful implementation. Yes or no? Welfare activities require coordinated approach as a whole to promote healthy development of the industry, worker and the community. It is essential for development of harmony. You cannot think for only one. Let's talk only about one individual employee. You should talk about his family, as a society. Instead, there are lots of CSR activities. So what? This is what principle of coordination and integration. Done. Now going back to principles of association on democratic way. See, here means association means taking them together. What it means? It argues that workers have unfulfilled needs. Okay, and responsibility lies within whom? Lies within the employer to fulfill those needs. Okay, and here worker participation is very much given. They believe in worker participation should be taken. For example, their discussion. For example, they have to be given a chance for decision making. Why? Because they believe, with respect to this approach, that worker is a mature and rational human being. They have mind, they know how to think, so they know that they should be taken for making any decision. It should be coordinated. Yes. Yes, and now, principle of responsibility. Principle of responsibility is it lies within both. See, this line labor welfare lies in both employer and worker. Both of them are important. Before what it was said, social responsibility is only worker, but responsibility, when it is just responsibility, it's both employer and worker. Now, principle of accountability and evaluation. In accountability and evaluation, there is one person there. He will be what? It is known as, it gives assessment. Evaluation means what? Evaluate it assessment. So he will take one thing, vary, and he will not know, okay, what is there and what is not there. He will see, he will ask worker what is problem or not, and then he will forward it to the higher authority. Basic, try to know. Okay. Now, principle of timeliness. Of course, time is very much important. You need to find at the right time, what is necessary and when it is to be provided. Yes or no? So, principle of timeliness. With respect to time, what comes in mind? Time is time. It's with respect to time. Everything must be with respect to time, because time and tide waits for none. Let's check what we have learned. Labor welfare cannot be substitute for wages. See, it will be this. I took this from net paper, Purana papers. So I just wanted to pick up some which I have explained even in the last class. I guess first paper is. I guess if you do not believe, go to my first lecture and try to check out. At least there will be around 30 to 20 questions by now. You will be able to make from there. Okay. So labor welfare cannot be substitute for wages. It talks about Yes or no? Principle of adequacy of wages. See, bring in mind, industry have obligation towards employees to look after their welfare. Who? Industry. What? Social responsibility. Yes or no? And if only responsibility, both employer and employee. See, if this relationship between welfare and efficiency, because we know efficiency is there, obviously then we know what efficiency. Yes or no? So it will be like industry obligations 2, principle of adequacy 1, and 3, and principle of repersonalization. See? Human personality development includes 2. Oh, he is given here. So 3, 4, 1, 2. C, D, A, B. Right. See, questions will be always like this. For example, if you do not know 1, you are gone. Let's say you do not see. C is principle of adequacy of wages. You don't know this. Then, how will you answer? So, try to read. Because you got the method of studying. So, it might be other than this, another ones. For example, theories wala, it might be, or else it may be from principles too. You never know. So prepare, like I can't provide everything as a whole, so I'll just give you the gist and hints like how to prepare. And see, the first National Labour Commission on Labour recommended work committee to be set up in any unit which has what? Recognized union. Go back to the first slide, you will be seeing. Rewind the video of first lecture, it is clearly written in first one. It will be. Alright. Now see, which I have even told you people I guess earlier. It is mindset. Mindset is what? Principle of what it protects. Yes or no? This minute, this one, this, you should not do this, there, you have to provide the safety, housing. So this is a industrial dispute or contract labor regulation. Now it talks about what? Social justice. What is social justice? What do you mean by social justice? What social justice? Profit should be divided equally. Yes or no? Yes or no? Profit should be divided equally and dividing profit equally. For example, like you make workers work, but you do not profit. Where is the justice? Yes or no? There should be some justice, and also providing good working conditions. Just making them work won't help. So these two, when it is done, social justice is given. Which article talks about this? Article 13. Go back to the first, then we will know. Again, social equity. Social equity. What? Equity, we know equality. Social means, equality. Social means what? Society as a whole, right? Society. So who comes under society? Man, woman, young man, old man, rich, poor. Society as a whole. So these two are very important topic. I mean, this is the word you try to remember or go back and read what it means. Society with respect to social equity means equality, and which article talks about it? Article 39. We have already discussed this, right? See, but I didn't exactly discuss that. This is this. But then you have to make your own questions like, what are Article 39? So what is it? It falls under what? Directive principles of state policy. Yes or no? It is not fundamental. So these things also you have to keep in mind. So I hope you are at least like getting a point like how it should be. So now where were we? Principle of social justice, right? And it will be contract labor. Why? Well, no working contract labor. Do they have proper like facilities? No, they have been like not given even good facilities. So this implement like you have to like provide a instead like they said a contract labor should be like abolish. So second, and third is industrial dispute. So what does it talk about? Dispute means what? Regulation, obviously relationship. Yes or no? We have already discussed. All those we talk about relationship with employer and employee, settling down disputes, maintaining peace and order will be principle of regulation. Then obviously left behind what is maternity benefit. Obviously this is social security in contingencies like problem you have. Social security is no. You are getting maternity benefit, gratuity, and what else? Compensation. All those social security. Okay. Now going back to the next. Yes. Directive principles of state policy as contained in Constitution of India contains article in corruption, which among these does not contain labor welfare. Article 38 contains, 39 also contains, 41 also it contains, but 40 we didn't talk about 40, so 40 is the right answer. Go back to the same slide I have said, you will find this answer. See, there are numerous questions you can make, and the framework of labor welfare is given in various theories. Which of the following is not a labor welfare theory? We have studied about trusteeship. It's also known as paternalistic. Placating means what? Demanding workers. Remember, workers are very demanding. Remember, friendship theory. Friendship theory, no. Need theory, no. This is need theory is what? Must be hierarchy. Then functional theory. So what are not? These two are not. So 3 and 4. See, you never expect need theory, right? Did you even expect the new theory will be? But still, you put what not? Can you put anything? This realization is very dangerous. So now going back to the next, it's assertion and reasoning, and mostly this time there were lots of questions in 2018 July with respect to assertion and reasoning. I guess those who have appeared, they know what they have gone through. Actually, it's so confusing. I was going mad. But then let's discuss a few. See, assertion, it says the social concept of welfare implies the welfare of man, his family, and community. Social concept means society, his man, family, his community. Yes or no? It is. It's very true. First one is correct, I know. You also know. And what? All these three work together, individually supplement to one another in three-dimensional. First, let's say man, his family, and society. All are related. Yes or no? He depends him, even society depends him also. It goes round and round, right? So it's serving each other, it's serving ends and means. So what does it mean? Is it correct? Yes, this is also correct. Does this explain this? It is being explained by this. Yes or no? So answer. R does explain A properly. So it explains A. Whether it might be A is right and R explains A. It might be. So, yes. Now which of the following cannot be regarded extra measure? It's outside. Hospital, playground. Obviously hospital cannot be in a factory. It will be a bit outside. Housing too, you can understand. Canteen it's right? Canteen. So we have come to the end of our lecture today. I hope it has helped you guys a lot, and I do not know how was my explanation better. I used to watch back my video later on and then laugh at myself too. But then you guys have been very supportive, and I just want to say a few words before we close down this topic. It is you might not be a student, or it might not be useful to you, but then try to share it because someone of your near and dear ones might be useful. It's not necessary that those who are going to give you UGC for them it's made. Usually it's related to everybody. It's good to know always any subject, let it be. So keep supporting and do like and share.